Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Shelly, and here we talk about Shelly's thoughts over 60. Yep, and my thought today was, what happens when one person wants sex more than the other, or at all? What if some person has become, yeah, I'm good, and the other person is still kind of barking at the gate, right? What do I mean by that? I was talking to someone recently who told me that she has had some previous medical issues where sex has become kind of not her thing lately. Probably 6 months-ish, right? And her husband is a little bit younger than her, not much, 5 years or 4 years. And he feels that he should be allowed to fool around with someone else. I was like, what? First of all, I couldn't believe she was entertaining that. Again, don't like to judge, but she ain't here for that. So obviously, she asked my opinion. I didn't just willy-nilly give it. She asked, and I told her what I thought of that. If I'm having some kind of issues and I cannot have sex for whatever reason, and my man thinks he's going to go, barking at somebody else's gate, I tell him stay over there. Don't come back. And to me, that's terrible, right? You're with someone for X amount of time, something's going on, and you can't, or the other way too. Let's say they can't. I don't think you got no business knocking on somebody else's door. Now, you work together. There's other things. Intimacy happens in other ways. Maybe you go to the doctor together, or you try to fix what's going on. And in the interim, like I said, there's other things. There's other ways to be intimate besides the actual act, right? We all know that. I did a video about that recently. So, in my mind, asking somebody to tolerate that is insane. Yeah, no, this girl's not here for it. I don't know, call me prude, call me whatever, but if I can't and you think you're gonna go with someone else, nah, man, you know what? We got bigger problems than just that, right? Hopefully the person you're with, you know them well enough by then that you guys are on the same page with that kind of stuff at that point in your lives. But yeah, I'm like, what? Like, I just can't wrap my head around someone saying that to me. Like, I just like, nah, man. I know it sounds crazy, but to me, I'm just like, I can't even fathom someone looking at me, you with me, and for whatever reason, I can't do the actual act. I can't have sex for whatever reason, whether it's for a day, a week, a month, or a year, and you telling me that you feel like you need to go get somewhere else. What? No, this falls under for better or worse. Anyway, so she was considering it. She was like, oh, it's not fair of me, and he says it's not fair, and he has needs, and this and that. Girl, I said, you do what you have to do for you, for your relationship. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a therapist. But for me, somebody who loves me and knows me would not ask me to do that kind of crap. First of all, they know my reactions. Anybody who knows me knows what my reaction is going to be, right? It's just not. Shelly don't share her toys, not like that. So I kind of told her, what do you want? And she's like, well, I'm not here for it. I don't want no part of it. I said, well, that's what you tell them. I said, I don't know. Maybe y'all need to go to therapy or do whatever. But if you ain't in for it, don't just tell them like that. Like, that's just not a thing for me. But that's a hard thing, right? Because, I guess in a sense you'd have to look at it from the other person's side, right? Like, you can't for whatever reason, but there's other stuff, right? Listen, without getting really weird, there's other stuff. Intimacy looks 10 different ways, right? I mean, it doesn't have to be one way. So that's what I told her. I said, maybe, look into therapy for each other or him, whatever, but not for this girl, right? But everybody does their own thing, right? But let me know what you guys think. What do you think in that kind of situation? If you can or can't, or they can or can't, does the other person or should the other person be looking in somebody else's window, right? I don't know. For me, that's a hard no from Shelly. But let me know what you guys think. That could be a gray area. I don't know. Like I said, not a therapist or anything. These are just my thoughts. So let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.